Katie McFarland, come on in, please. I want to get back to some of the details which the White House has told us about this deal. They say that Iran's agreed to this. Nuclear material will be destroyed, nuclear program will be dismantled, none of Iran's money released until they perform, the Straits of Hormuz will be open, no Iran funding of terrorist groups. If you look at this, you could say, Katie, that Trump's getting everything he wanted. But the Iranians don't they don't see it the same way. So are we making any progress here?
Yeah, I think we are making progress. And if Trump gets everything on that list that you've just read, he has gotten everything he wants, everything he needs. Iran, look, they're not going to come in shackles to say we give up unconditional surrender. They've got some pride. So are they going to try to spin whatever deal is signed? You bet they are. The thing that makes me optimistic this time, as opposed to the last, whatever it was, 27 times, where he said he has a deal, this time the Gulf Arabs have signed on. So I think it was yesterday, he put the statement out saying we have a deal, and the following countries have seen the deal and agree to the terms of it. United States, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, United Emirates, et cetera, et cetera. So the key will be any enforcement of the deal. You'll need to have buy-in from those countries. Now, why is that? You know, they're going to cheat. Iran is going to cheat. So how do you verify they're cheating? Well, part of that will be snap inspections, not just by us, but by the international community and countries in the region. The other part will be when they cheat, what do you do? Well, you could do military operations. Yes, the United States could do it for sure. But we would probably like to have the others in the region. The other thing, the other way to punish them if they cheat is financially. A lot of Iran's money is kept offshore in the banks in those Gulf Arab countries. So I think it puts us in a much better and stronger position if there's buy-in from them, and there appears to be.
Two things. There's going to be a whole lot of negotiating going on, and it's going to be intense, and it will go on for a long, long time. And the Iranians could presumably play for time again. And secondly, we're going to have a very large American military presence in that area for a long time to come, to preserve the peace and enforce the terms of the deal. So lots of negotiations and no removal of the troops just yet. Am I right?
Yeah, I think you're right. But remember, I mean, the Armada, the forces, they're going to be deployed somewhere in the world. And so the fact that they're in the region, I mean, I don't think it's as serious a problem. It's not like a huge major expense that we have to deal with. We have them sent somewhere else. So I'm not worried about that part of it, but the terms of the negotiation, it is going to go. It's going to probably go back and forth a few more times and back and forth. But the general point is that we seem to have a deal. We have the deal about the important parts we care about. And how much longer can Iran go? You know, it really at this point, Stuart, it's who blinks first. This is a staring contest. The Iranians think, oh, Trump is going to blink first because he has the midterms. He's really worried about those midterms in November. And Trump looks at them and says, guys, you aren't going to make it until November. Financially and in every other way, you're tapped out. You don't have the money. You don't have the resources. You've got to settle soon. So who blinks first? I'm betting that Trump does not blink first.
Do you think it's important that the president wants this deal signed, perhaps by JD Vance in Geneva this Sunday on June the 14th, which just happens to be his 80th birthday? Is that important?
He likes symbols, and his 80th birthday would certainly be a crowning achievement on a life that's had many achievements. But there's also the 250th birthday of the United States coming up on July 4th. So I'm thinking, you know, between those two, I think we get something done by then.
Okay, fair enough. Katie, always a pleasure. Thanks very much for being with us today. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.